What is up, everybody? I got a new guest, a fellow comic, Sam Sweets.
Hello, hello.
Yeah, she's yeah. What's your name on Instagram?
My name on Instagram is Sam Sweets. That's why I started using it.
Sweets.
My name's Samantha Jane. But, people started booking me and just calling me up by the handle. And I was like, yeah, I guess it's got her into it. Let's go with that.
Right. Yeah, fellow comedian I met from Facebook. It's like the big networking app for comedians.
Pretty much, yeah.
And she also has, promotes her OnlyFans as well.
I do. I have an OnlyFans that I run under Only Sam's with 2 E's, ONLEE. And I also run Comedy Go-Go at El Cid, which is a comedy variety show with go-go dancers. And our next show is next week, April 28th, Friday. So if anyone wants to come, tickets are on Eventbrite and Dice FM. Hit it up.
Tell us more.
It's great. We got a really sick lineup for this one. We've got like some clown, Chad Damiani, really great stand-ups, Teresa Lee, Meredith Casey, Gabby Vargas, and Morgan J is headlining. He's going to be dope. And we have a drag queen every show. So I have a pair doing drag to close us out. And then it's me and the Just Have Fun Dancers, which is basically like a goth cheerleading team I've put together to, just keep the energy up and make it like a really fun vibe. So you don't even feel like you're sitting in a show. It's more like an event,
Okay, yeah, I got a message from Clebo Renato. Try to read that.
To me, it looks like it's spelling out emojis. Hand pink waving, face red heart shape, face red heart shape, face red heart shape.
Yeah, it's just emojis.
Cute. Oh, there they are. Okay.
It's cracking the code. You know what I'm saying? Like back when we had MySpace, you used to have have to learn to use code, so that's pretty much the code.
Cool. Yeah. I don't know the code. I gotta say I'm not that hip.
Didn't you have MySpace back in the day?
I did have MySpace. I did. But I never did all the coding with like the making it have, twinkling stars and special music and stuff. I never got that deep.
I so miss the MySpace, sir. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't as divided, and you can rearrange your page and all that, like customize your page how you want, and then you had like your top 10 friends. I don't know. I miss that era. Like Facebook is, you know what I'm saying? I miss the competition.
So you liked the top ranking of friends who you knew?
Yeah, I liked it. You know what I'm saying? Made them feel more special. Like, oh yeah, you were my top 8 friends.
I mean, I just like to think I'm everyone's top 8 friends.
I like that, huh?
I know that's not true, though. I know it's not true.
Yeah, you go on there now, like most of the photos you took that was posted on MySpace, they're like gone now. They're like,
yeah, that crushed me because they didn't say they were deleting everything. They deleted a lot of photos and messages that I assumed were still in there. That I went back. I was doing like a storytelling show and I was talking about like one of my first acting jobs where they found me on MySpace. And I mean, long story short, they basically tricked me into doing foot porn, and I was like going to write about it. And I was like, oh, I want to find those messages where they contacted me. And that's when I realized MySpace had deleted them all. Like my personal history. It's crushed.
Yeah, they didn't save it like Facebook did. They erased most of it.
Yeah, which is like, well, why are we going to go back ever now? You have nothing for us.
You go in there now, it's basically music site.
Yeah, they were trying to make it like just for bands. And I did music, so I checked it out, but they didn't seem to be offering much. Like, bands don't need to be friends with other bands. You need to connect to audiences that will come to see you. So if it's just bands on there, what's the point?
Yeah, but I want to tell you, I miss the competition. Like, it wasn't owned by Zuckerberg. I miss.
Yeah.
It's like social media nowadays, Zuckerberg or Twitter or like TikTok, Snapchat type stuff. No, not like MySpace and Friendsters and Tumblrs and stuff like that.
I know it's gotten very, very corporate.
Yeah, sterilized.
I mean, is there a social media to StreamYard? I'm not aware of it.
StreamYard? Yeah, it's what a lot of YouTubers use for like live stream type podcasts.
Cool.
It's cool. Do you have a YouTube channel?
I do. I have a YouTube channel somewhere.
Where is it?
Samantha Jane. Yeah, what is it on there? I don't remember what my YouTube channel was called. I used to be in some bands, so it started as, a band one, and then it's been through a bunch of different things. It's a pop star comedy because I was doing a
pop star comedy.
Pop star comedy.
Right,
yeah. I do. I had a character for a long time. It was like a Slovenian pop star who does like Europop music called Gen, and she has the show that I used to do in New York City, and then I did in Los Angeles for a while, and we did streaming over quarantine, and so that was kind of like her channel for a while. But now I'm putting me in there too.
Yeah, I saw you. Yeah, I looked up your name, and it's honestly it's a beauty YouTuber, Samantha Jane. But
yeah, she got there first, I guess, on Samantha Jane.
With a lot more subscribers than I do. I'm at 26K right now, and she has 100K.
I should have done the beauty. I mean, I also work as a makeup artist, so people have been like, "You should do tutorials." I'm like, I don't want to put makeup on myself all the time.
Or like, do it. No, be like Sings, or be like that Sings woman from YouTube. Miranda Sings. You heard that Miranda Sings? Like she has makeup on the comedy video.
I feel like I heard about her. Yeah, I don't know.
She has a Netflix series.
Damn, I guess that was the thing. I'm so old with YouTube. Like I never quite got into just watching YouTube instead of TV, and now I'm lost.
I got on there early. Like I'm the OG, like one of the YouTube OGs back when it was like just random clips.
Oh hell yeah! You're a front runner.
Not like the corporatized YouTube now, where like you gotta have like a corporate backing to be promoted on the algorithm.
Yeah, it seems like it's a lot harder to break through now.
Oh yeah, like 5 years ago it was way easier, but corporations got onto us because we were just too edgy.
They hate the edges, Yeah,
now it's like there. Now it's like I'm gonna tell you about this one YouTuber I does. He used to be like one of the edgiest YouTubers, and now he's married to OnlyFans model. That's how he evolves.
I mean, they don't help us at all either, but it just seems like they don't care. They do take 20%, which is kind of a bummer.
OnlyFans? Oh wow! I mean, I got OnlyFans myself, but I don't really posted anything on there. I just have my name, John Klim 00 on there.
Just in case, just get that handle locked down. I had my original handle. I had my Instagram handle, but I never did anything with it. And then when I started it, a bunch of guys gave me advice that was all terrible. Like, don't use your real name. Don't do all these things, because they just thought I was going to, I don't know, do whatever shameful things they wanted me to do that I wouldn't want people in my normal life to do. But that's not what I do on there. It's a little more pin-up-y and just cute. Like, I'm not ashamed. I cross-promote.
Oh, that's the thing.
I lost my handle.
That's the thing to do right now. You got to cross-promote on like all platforms, like Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. Basically, you had the same name.
Yeah, and I gave up my handle on the advice from men. My biggest advice to any woman starting an OnlyFans: don't ever listen to what a dude is telling you to do on OnlyFans. Like, don't let the customer choose the menu of the restaurant. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Yeah, exactly. You get a customer the product, not have the customer tell you what product to make.
Yeah, they're always like, "Oh, it's too expensive." I'm like, "Sorry, don't come to a steakhouse if you want Taco Bell." Like, not my problem.
Like I had an audience capture myself, so yeah. The thing is, like I moved on my content. Like I moved on from doing like reaction to movie trailers to doing shorts of comedians.
So you used to do reaction ones, and now you're doing the live stream.
Yeah, live streams, TikToks, and like stand up comedians, like shorts or
Yeah,
reels. What they call reels on Instagram, like the comedians saying their jokes.
I know. Aren't we all getting a little, I don't know, inundated right now
And they were
with the stand-up clips? And everyone's doing the audio, like stand-up crushes heckler. It's like, no, you didn't. You just talked to a guy for 2 seconds.
I mean, it's one of the ways I'm getting traffic on my channel, like just on this current YouTube is shorts. It's like the only it's like the only one
Yeah.
of the few ways to crack the algorithm. I'm getting a lot of followers off it, so I'm just keep going.
Okay, so well, all right, YouTube Shorts. I'll get out there. I'm just really bad at making regular content. Same thing with my OnlyFans. I just am like, I don't know. I was recently diagnosed with ADHD, like everyone.
Mm.
And I'm like, oh, that makes sense. Like, just keeping a consistent schedule is a big challenge for me. I go through like spurts of a lot of content creation, and then I'll just like nothing for weeks because I don't know, staring at the walls and trying to pay my bills.
All over the place. Yeah, I got it too. I got
Nice.
I can't mention anything longer than 5 seconds.
Like I'm always doing 5 things, but will I complete any one of them? I don't know.
And I know what it is when I do YouTube. Like I've scheduled something, and then like, oh, no. Or like like saying thinking of making a video, then like I'll just do another reaction video. Yeah, because I'm telling you, like YouTube back in like 2015 to 2017, it was easy for just a person just reacting to like a viral video or movie trailer and get like a lot of subscribers and followers.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
and
had like
I'm gonna tell you, Ryan Reynolds saw and shared one of my reactions on Facebook.
oh my god, we'll tell him I say hi.
Like, that's how it blew up.
Very cool.
So,
I mean, also dope of him to like share stuff, and help out smaller performers with that,
yeah, that's what I'm doing right now on my YouTube channel when I featured all these stand-up comedians.
Cool. Yeah, I have like 190 subscribers, so if anyone wants to come over and see when I finally make another sketch.
You gotta change your YouTube channel name to Sam Sweets. Make it
I
easier.
do if it's not taken. All these like I feel
Gotta
like there's a lot of bakeries out there that want my name.
check and see.
Yeah, I have TikTok and Twitter and Instagram, but yeah, people snatched me up on other platforms.
Yeah, cross promoting. That's how you do it in 2022.
I know. I just long for the days when I could just be a creative who, does enough by writing and performing and doing makeup and wardrobe, and then I don't have to also be a marketing manager and a social media manager and a promoter and all of the things that I am not good at and don't want to do.
Trust me, I'm not the most comfortable person in front of a camera, but I just keep pushing.
We should trade.
But yeah, because I've been doing like YouTube since 2013. Like it's been 10 years.
Yeah, we put out a few music videos back in the day and did like a couple of them got shared on the College Humor and had some decent views, but didn't crack the subscriber thing. And then I like just left my page because that band broke up and I just kind of like put it away before I was like, wait, mostly my stuff anyway. Fuck my ex-boyfriend. I'm taking it back.
Hey, come on back and then make a return video. It's like, here's what I did for the last 10 years. Ooh.
Yeah. I guess I just need to get regular and do some, I don't know, make a schedule for anything. Every now and then I do some videos with my friend Kev, who's really good at those, though. He has a great YouTube presence. Love working with him.
Kev?
Yep.
Kev who?
Just Kev. He got Just Kev. He's been in that long.
Just Kev. I'm gonna look him up right now.
Yeah, he's very chill.
But I know some Kevs on YouTube, so let me see if that's the Kev you're talking about.
That Kev, sort of younger Asian guy.
Let me see. I don't think I see him. I don't think I see younger Asian guy. I thought it was somebody else.
I'm pretty sure it's just Ed Kev. But he does really funny stuff, and he's really good. He's just so good at like pumping it out so quickly. I get real hung up if I try and edit something, like looking at myself. But it's just, I always want to reshoot it or redo things. Like I don't want to be the performer, writer, video person videoing, and then also the editor. Like my brain just finds too many things along the way.
Got more emojis from Kleber. Yeah, he's from Brazil. I got a huge audience of folks from Latin America.
Oh, cool.
Somehow, I'm saying, a lot of viewers in Mexico, a lot of in Brazil, a lot in Peru.
That's great. We had a girl from Brazil stay with us when I was in high school, and I just loved that she would answer the phone with "Oi," because we're Jewish, and so it works like both ways. So "Oi."
It's Oiji. I think it's Oiji.
Hmm?
It's Oiji.
Oishi?
Oiji, yeah, Oiji.
It always just sounded like she'd be like, "Oi." Cute.
I'm gonna tell you, you're the third Jewish comedian that's been a guest on my pod. I don't know how it works like that.
Well, we're out here using comedy as a defense mechanism all the time.
It's just the scene. It's just the scene of Hollywood. They're just running a lot of female Jewish comedians.
Well, Jews went into comedy because we were allowed to. Like, we weren't allowed to historically do a lot of stuff.
I've met I think I've seen Amy Silverman personally.
Cool. Yeah, she seems pretty cool.
She's cool.
We don't all know each other.
I was thinking like y'all feel like a tight community,
I mean, I'm not gonna ask you if you know Kanye. Like, yeah, it's some of us know each other, some of us don't. I don't know.
Yeah, but I have seen. I've met. Give me a second. Craig T. Robertson. Met him.
It's awesome. Yeah, very cool.
Comedy scene is really short though, because say if you go to the comedy store a lot, you tend to see Joe Rogan, Bill Burr. I think whatever big comic you can think of. Tony Hinchcliffe, Bert Kreischer. I've seen them a lot.
Yeah, I haven't been in a minute, but what was his name? Jeff Ross was there last time. Who was there?
Jeff Ross, yep. See Jeff Ross a lot.
Yeah.
They ain't cooking the bathroom.
Oh yeah, doing what?
Yeah, it's better than the bathroom. He was about to get up on stage, and I was about to leave, and I told him I want to miss respect.
Very cool.
Yeah, that's all right.
I mean, that's one of the exciting things now about booking a show is I can ask people that I just want to see do stuff to do it. And sometimes they say yes, which is great. Like Morgan J, I'm so excited is going to do it. And we had Jason Ellis last time, which was amazing. He's really dope. I think Kurt Braunohler is going to do it in June. So excited about that one. And we got Mike Mazzolati. Yeah, it's always surprising to me, like just how chill a lot of comics are, that they will just do a show if it looks like fun, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, like I ran to I think you've heard of one comedian who's on HBO Hacks and Inviter. Like I saw her at a show at the Formosa in West Hollywood.
Yeah, she did one of my friend's shows, Comedy Poll Show. I saw her at that.
Yeah, she's on an Emmy Award-winning HBO show. She's just doing random stand-up shows in LA.
That's when you know stand-up is like purely a compulsion. It's like, you know, you do it because you like gotta do it.
It's just it's a release for me. It's a release. This is release it's a stress release. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like I got something to say. Like I got a lot of material. Like I want to let out.
Yeah, it's a good form of expression for sure. Yeah. I'm always like, I've done a lot of different art forms, but I definitely see them all as very like therapeutic too.
It is therapeutic.
You know, it's like bleeding it out, you know, get it out, however it is. I find songwriting great too, but there's a lot more, I don't know. I feel like the writing process is so different because there's a lot more like incubating and writing in private before you bring it out to show people. And I think stand-up, it seems like works better to almost talk it out raw at a mic first and sort of get its legs there and then rewrite it for me. Because if I come in with stuff that's too written to the mic, it feels disconnected, you know, like you have to have that conversational vibe with the audience, because otherwise it's like, am I doing a monologue or am I doing stand-up?
Yeah, I just base a lot of the stuff I joke about on my
life. Just like, talk about life.
Yeah, my life and YouTubing and the comments I get. Like, I'm gonna tell you one time, I got told I was a black Gilbert Gottfried.
You seem a lot more low energy than Gilbert Gottfried right now.
Nah, I don't know where that came from. Like Chris Rock, I can see it because I got a similar voice to Chris Rock, but Gilbert Gottfried.
I'm curious to see the video that comment was on, because I mean, he yelled. As far as I know, you're not.
No, I was talking about Plenty of Fish. I was talking about that they remember before Tinder, there was Plenty of Fish.
That's right.
Yeah, I was talking about that.
Yeah, I never got in that one. Did you find a fish?
Found plenty. I mean, it was a lot easier. It was a lot better for me. It was a lot better for me than Tinder. Because the thing is about Plenty of Fish is you have to actually read their profile and see what comment you got with them. With Tinder is just a photo.
Yeah, I don't like just the photo either. There's too many other things I need to know. But then you go to OkCupid, it seems like it's like too much profile.
Right. OkCupid is way too much. I stick with I use Hinge a lot too. Hinge is the right balance.
Yeah, Hinge bumped me because I put that I run an OnlyFans, but I wasn't trying even to promote it. I was just letting people know because I figure it's like for dating a thing people might want to know, and they just booted me without giving me a chance to be like, I'll take it off. Like, I just thought it was a job. I'm literally just listing my job.
I think Hinge sees OnlyFans as competition.
Yeah, but OnlyFans is not a dating site. Like, it is not. I guess some guys think it is, but it's like you also think going to a strip club is like a speed dating event. Like, I don't know. Mm-hmm. Or the bartender's like into you. I don't like.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to ask you. I mean, I just want to. Tell us about a Proper High. You're a writer on Proper High. It's like a comedy series.
Oh, that's a cannabis website. So I also work in the cannabis industry. Yeah, they're great. website. I write reviews of different cannabis products for them sometimes. For a bunch of years, actually. They've been a great company. They kept us all during pandemic, although they're kind of phasing out their rating, which is a bummer, but I get it. They're going to have more audience ratings than like I was part of a committee that would, get different samples of products from different companies and try them and then write reviews and ratings so that people would know more about these.
Yeah, there's the Insta for Proper High.
Yeah, they're a good company. So I would write reviews of like different strains of flower or of like beauty products or edibles or whatever they would give me, which is always a fun challenge because like after doing that for so many years, it's like the thesaurus in my head of different ways to say that I'm high is grown so much. Elevated, lifted, buoyant, floating. Like how many ways can you say that you're high?
There's another idea. You can just be a cannabis YouTuber, you know what I'm saying? Be a CBD YouTuber.
Yeah, do reviews. Maybe I could do it for the internet now that Proper High doesn't need me as much. Take my skills elsewhere.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because there's that audience of folks that want content about cannabis.
I mean, yeah, and it's always a fascinating thing because I also worked as a reporter for the Marijuana Times at one point, and I worked with these guys that do a podcast called The Way Highway on Adobe Radio, doing like a weed science bit. So I've like done a lot of nerding out about cannabis. Like people corner me at a party, they think I'm going to be like chill weed girl. And I'm like, let me tell you about terpenes and how many cannabinoids there are. And I'm like, what? Sorry.
Yeah. Folks want all the information, you know?
Yeah.
How much THC's in it. You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing is right now everyone wants to know how much THC is in it, which is just such a small percentage of how the flower is going to affect you. Because the amount of the THC effect is influenced by what other cannabinoids are in there. It's called the entourage effect. So people are only looking at THC and that's just one part of the equation.
Okay. Oh, break it down for us.
Yeah, I mean, that's why you want like a small amount of CBD or other cannabinoids in there because it actually helps you feel the potency more of the THC, and it also helps regulate the psychotropic effects so you don't get that I'm too high feeling. You know, if you have that, if you think you might be like, take a too strong of an edible, have more CBD, it'll help balance that out. Black pepper is supposed to help too. There's something in the terpenes that's supposed to help regulate the THC. Also, if you see stuff that's not a concentrate or anything, and it says it's like more than 30% THC, that's probably bullshit because there's only so much of the plant that can be THC, or you're starting to say that literally the sticks and leaves are starting to turn into crystals, you know, like there's only so much, it's a percent of the plant that is THC. So labs and stuff, or they're pumping that number up because they know people are buying just based on that number and they think bigger is better when it isn't necessarily. And now labs are starting to fluff that number to where it's like, that's kind of scientifically impossible. Are you sure there's 35% in that plant? Like, I don't know about that. Consumers don't know either. And it's not what the testing is legally for, because it's for like the required testing is mostly for contaminants and pesticides and mold and things that could be harmful. That's why there's like regulated testing required now. But the government doesn't care about THC percentage. So people are just fluffing that to get more companies to use that lab. Yeah, it's like a thing that's happening in the industry now. So I don't know, THC percentages, I wouldn't purchase just based on that alone.
Yeah, my logic is the higher, like it's over 25% THC, the better the higher.
Then it's better?
I mean, I'm an indica smoker. I'm an indica smoker mostly. So.
What was that?
I'm an indica smoker mostly. So.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Not a big fan of sativa.
I will switch back and forth. I feel like a lot of the sativas now are too bred for it's like too, I don't know, psychotropic, too anxiety producing.
Mm-hmm.
Like the things that I guess might be energetic are actually giving me anxiety. Um, but that's another thing. Also, the way we use the words sativa and indica are not scientifically accurate. It's just all like a colloquial stoner usage because truly it's just supposed to speak to the taxonomy of the plant, like the lineage of that plant, which doesn't have anything to do with the effects. But we've completely swapped how we use those terms now. So it really depends also how people are using them. Like indica and sativa might not mean much either, depending on the labeling and how it's being used.
Ah, thanks for the info.
And then there's ruderalis, the third we'd ever talk about, which is CBD.
Oh yeah, CBD. That's the part we don't talk about, but that's the most important.
Hmm.
Yeah, nobody talks about the percentage of CBD like we do with THC.
Yes. I mean, it's good to have a little CBD in there. Part of what's cool about it is there's actually, and why it's good for pain, is that we have CBD receptors all over our body. So it's not just in your brain. Like you have CBD receptors like in your, knees and stuff. So that's partly why it can help with pain and everything.
Hmm. I'm going to just share the links to one of your
Oh, cool.
sure.
One of my reviews or something?
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Right here.
Oh, there you go.
There's that.
Kind of for the fans. Get in now for spring. I'm going to raise my prices soon because to keep me motivated. Because I'm a comedian. When I started it, I was like, I don't know, what's the funniest price? $6.9, of course. Haha. But now I'm like, oh, that's like really low. Everyone's much more expensive than that. I got to get with the market rate.
Yeah, I see. Oh, yeah. I see. It's $6.90 per month.
Yeah, yeah. I got to raise it though, because everyone else is like at least 10 to 20.
You gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta hustle.
Got to pay them bills, That's what it's
Yeah.
there for.
And if plain willing, customers, you know what I'm saying? You might find some from these viewers right here. The two watching the stream.
What?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I got two viewers who might be interested in, being subscribers.
I mean, I do chat with my subscribers. It is me. I don't have one of those agencies or somebody chatting for me, which I guess a lot of people do. It's all me.
Yeah, here is her link tree. Here's a link to all of her.
Yeah, if you can share the link to Comedy Go-Go tickets too, because I would love people to come to the show next week. Trying to promote that. It's fourth Fridays at El Cid on the patio. So it's going to be all through summer on the fourth Friday of the month.
Alrighty, I'm gonna this link. I'm gonna post a link right here.
Hell yeah.
Check that out.
Yeah. That'll
So
be a good time.
tell us more about the show.
Well, we have a DJ too. So we just had I just had like a little meeting rehearsal last night with my go-go dancers, my DJ, coming up with like a fun, just like some fun audience interaction stuff. If we could do like contests, like I'm just very excited to build the show because we've only had one official Comedy Go-Go show so far. It's still a baby, but I really just like where it can go because it's like I like what we're doing as not just being like, hi, welcome to the show, here's a comic, like having as a host, as the sort of wraparound element of the show, having like a really fun vibe and fun people and entertainment, being able to bring like dance and variety. Like I always loved old fashioned variety shows like Sonny and Cher and Laugh-In, where you're turning in like just as much for the hosts in the show as you are for the guests. but you also get to have all these like guests come through, and it's different every time. And, you know, you get to have all these like cool people pop through. And I feel like that's kind of the vibe I'm trying to recreate.
Yeah, there's cool guests such as Chad Damiani,
Mm-hmm.
Morgan J, Meredith Casey, Gabrielle Vargas, Teresa Lee, and Ida Fair.
Yep. It's going to be a good one.
Cool. Follow us on Facebook.
Hell
Make sure
yeah.
to check out that event, and we got 5 minutes left.
That's right.
Anything else? Any other anything else you got going on?
To plug. Well, I'm making koozies for Comedy Go Go too, so we'll have merch soon, which is exciting to have. I have a Redbubble store out there somewhere, but I don't think anyone's ever found it. You make such bad margins on there; it doesn't do much. But I also run a poetry show occasionally at the Glendale Room with my friend Fernando. Yeah, so I got my fingers in all the artistic pies, you know. I work as a makeup artist sometimes. I do a lot of like horror makeup, like making monsters and beating people up.
You can see all that stuff. You can see a lot of it on Facebook and stuff.
Yeah, I've got a very varied like social media presence.
What you got to do in 2023? Got to cross promote it.
Yeah, I mean it's yeah, and then I guess you know, I have ADHD when it comes to the arts too. I still I just like to pop around and just different modes of expression depending on what the feeling is I'm trying to get out or, you know, connect to somebody with. So it's just nice to not feel stuck in one medium, you know.
Diversify.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's like investing. It's diversifying.
Exactly. Diversifying my art. I have a varied portfolio.
Bring yourself to as many platforms as you can.
Now, if only I could just keep myself on a regular schedule.
I mean, ADHD, it's hard to keep a regular schedule. Like this Friday Hangout Sesh podcast, like a lot of times my guests don't show up, so I have to do it by myself.
Oh no. I mean, I could see it's a hard time slot. You're either like, I didn't get out of work early enough, or now I got to go to something earlier. And it's like right in that in between time. But I happened to fall right between things I had. So I'm glad I could make it.
That's why I picked it because it's the rush hour time. You know what I'm saying? It's the time like I don't feel like driving because I'm stuck in traffic.
Yeah. Do people ever do it while they're stuck in traffic?
No. The reason why I timed this podcast out this way is because like it's during rush hour.
Yeah.
And the thing is, most of the guests are fellow creatives, and like, yeah, you know what I'm saying. Most people don't want to be in that 405 traffic jam at 5 o'clock.
I'm just wondering if they ever were like, well, I didn't make it home fast enough, so now I'm gonna live stream from the 405.
That sounds like a fun idea.
I mean, yeah, as long as the surface doesn't cut out, I think why not? I always find that fascinating when there's so many TikToks. Or my friends even do like, you know, stories where they're obviously driving a car and it's like them like filming out the window with a car. I'm like,
I do a lot of TikToks of me in the car, like reacting to doing duetting, trying not to laugh, like doing duets when I'm in the car. I got a lot of that.
Just like, how are y'all driving and filming at the same time? That does not seem like a good idea to me.
I just do when I'm stopped.
I would assume that, yeah. These are people like my friends, like filming out the window. But I'm like, drive the car. What are you doing?
Multitasking. called having hella multitasking skills.
I support multitasking plenty of places except when you're driving.
Yeah, but us content creators, we're crazy to just make content anyway.
It's true. And for that content, that sweet, sweet content.
All right, it's been a fun 40 minutes chatting with you, Samantha. Make sure to check out that Go comedy event. Yeah, it's all good. Make sure to check out her Go comedy event.
Comedy Go at El Cid.
Yeah, and follow Sam Sweets on Instagram, Facebook, OnlyFans on OnlyFans, and yeah, stay tuned next week. We're gonna have another guest, y'all. So have a fun week. Peace
Thank
out.
you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, yeah, it's been fun. Have a good one.
Appreciate TGIF.
Yeah. Peace